Good afternoon and welcome to IBMF's VetNet webinars. My name is Elvis Avdic and I'm Post-Program Support Service Advisor here at IBMF. I help our graduates with resources and connections to help them start or grow their careers or business ventures. Today with us we have our own colleague and our IBMF graduate from our EBV program, Anthony Cosby, and our enrollment, coordinator, Linda Nelson. So they'll talk to you more about our Entrepreneurship Bootcamp for Veterans with Disabilities program and how you can become entrepreneur as well. So before I get into the session, I would just like to remind some ground rules before we go. This is being recorded and you guys will get a recorded link of this webinar once this session is finished. And with that link, you get along a survey. So please rate us, ask us questions, tell us what we did, what you didn't understand. So we can reach out to you or you can reach out to us as well. Also, for our speakers and guests, if you're not speaking, please make sure your microphones are muted, and all of you participants will have ability to unmute yourself and ask questions. If you're not asking questions, make sure your microphone is muted so that we can have clear audio throughout the entire session. That being said, I'm going to pass the microphone to Anthony and Linda to introduce themselves and kick off the presentation. Anthony, welcome.
Linda, go ahead, please.
Thank you. So I'm Linda Nellis, and as Elvis said, I'm an enrollment coordinator at IBMF, and I review many of the applications for our Arsenal programs, the EBV program being one of those. Please, if you have any questions, either during or after the presentation, feel free to contact me, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you have about the program or application process.
Thank you so much, Linda. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Anthony Cosby, and I've been with the IBMF for about 5 years now. Navy veteran. I live in the great state of Texas, San Antonio to be exact. But I've been working with IBMF as director for network operations. So work throughout Texas, getting veterans and military families connected to services. Prior to that, I worked on our Onward Opportunity portfolio, where we assist veterans with career development and getting certifications and getting introduced to employers as well. So it's been a great opportunity to see IBMF grow in Texas and really to be a participant in the EBV program. So for EBV Entrepreneurship Bootcamp for Veterans, I want to spend some time talking to you guys about that today. Talking to you guys about my experience at Texas A&M, and I'm going to share my screen as we get ready to get started. So give me one moment, please. Okay, so as you see on my screen right now, what you're going to see is our website at the Institute for Veterans and Military Families, and more specifically, our website for EBV entrepreneurship. So when you go there, this is what you'll see. And the folks that you see right there on the basketball court are our 2018 Syracuse University EBVers. Now, some folks say, hey, Anthony, if you work for us, why did you not go to Syracuse when you could have gone to Syracuse for EBV? Totally get it, but one of the things I really realized is that I've made Texas my home since retiring from Texas and transitioning out of the United States Navy, and I wanted to keep it Texas, and I wanted to experience my EV experience at Texas A&M. So that's why I chose Texas A&M, and it was a decision that I'm so grateful for. And as we go through this, I'll definitely share with you all my experiences, so you guys can really get a sense of what it truly means to go through the Entrepreneurship Bootcamp for Veterans program, but also what it means to go through the program at Texas A&M University. So again, a little bit about EBV. I would tell you guys, and I think I shared this story with my colleagues and my fellow alumni at EBV at Texas A&M. But it was about 2012. It was on 60 Minutes. I'm a 60 Minutes fanatic ever since I was a little kid. Our dad let us watch 60 Minutes growing up back home in Alabama. And extremely excited to watch 60 Minutes every Sunday. And this one particular Sunday, I think it was 2011, 2012, I saw our Vice Chancellor, Executive Director for the Institute for Veterans and Military Families, Dr. Haney, on 60 Minutes talking about the first boot camp, entrepreneurship boot camp for veterans. And I was amazed. I was like, wow, that university, Syracuse, is really doing some amazing work for veterans. And interestingly enough, fast forward 2012 to 2016, when I started working with IVMF, I truly all secretly had my eye on figuring out what type of business I wanted. You know, I was in the ideation phase. I had one business, but wasn't successful with it because, you know, I didn't get any training on it. You know, I kind of went in it cold right after I transitioned out. So I knew I wanted to do this program after I got hired on to IVMF, and lo and behold, 2019, I was able to make that dream come true and be a part of the program. So when you hear me speak, you're going to hear me speak very passionately about this program because it is such a great opportunity for folks that have a business ideation, or if you already have a business, which is something that a lot of my fellow alumni already had businesses that were profitable, but they wanted that mentorship. They wanted to be able to make their businesses grow and sustain their businesses, in some cases scale their businesses as well. So if you haven't seen this site before, we'll definitely share it with you guys after the presentation, but this is just a little bit about EBV and who is eligible for EBV. So when you go through this site, and please get very familiar with this site because as you all see, this site is the EBV program. Part of it is actually online. So when you look at some of the things that you're experiencing, I really like the world-class entrepreneurship training piece because it truly was world-class. I mean, we had billionaires and millionaires that gave up their time for 8 days to work with us at Texas A&M. So it was just truly an amazing opportunity for us to be able to have this program come online. And then you look at those lifelong mentors and friends established. You know, I still interact with my mentors. I still interact with fellow alumni that I made through the EBB program. And you get to surround yourself with like-minded individuals, which is great. If you have that ideation, if you're at that ideation phase, or if you're at that phase where you have your business and you're trying to grow your business. So when you look at the eligibility a little bit in the length, so phase 1 is 30 days, and as I said, it's online, it's instructor-led, which is very interactive. And I say that because once a week, we actually get online and get together as a cohort, and we get to know each other, and we get to see other folks that are in the program with us. We have various courses and assignments that we have to do for each week, but it's definitely an amazing opportunity for us to be able to, before we come together on campus, to get to one another and start really nurturing those relationships. And then phase 2 is the 9-day residency. And I'm telling you, that 9-day residency is an experience of a lifetime. And it's not just a 9 to 5. It is a 7 until 10 or midnight, whatever we have to do to get the job done type of mentality. But the great thing about it, as I said, we have those mentors who are millionaires and billionaires who have given up their time solely to work on this program. To work on this program. And so that's been great. And then for phase 3, the post program, which is 12 months ongoing support that really helps your businesses grow. Or if you just have your idea, create that idea and bring it to the growth phase and help grow your business. And then when you look over to the right, this amazing opportunity is at no cost. For Texas A&M, we have quite a bit of folks that are funding EBV at Texas A&M philanthropically, and we're so grateful for that, for those gifts, because this training, if you put a price tag on it, I'm thinking it's probably over $30,000. Just kind of throw a ball in and put a price tag on it, but it's at no cost, and it really gives you an opportunity to start your business, bring your business to life, and just have a unique opportunity to be around like-minded individuals as you go through this experience. And some of these folks do come from all over the country as well. But, you know, for us, some of the folks that are in Texas and hopefully in the Houston area as well, you know, it'll be a great opportunity for you guys to start your business and entrepreneurship journey here in Texas. So now what I want to do is take you guys to the full EBV website. Again, you're going to get very familiar with this site as you start to apply for EBV and truly see if this is going to be that route for you. So when you look at the EBV website, we have data. One thing that you will realize about IBM Math is that we love data. We love data to the point that we know that if we truly look at data, data can drive so many things, not only for our organization, but other organizations that we work with day in and day out. And in the entrepreneurship world, you really have to focus on your data, knowing who your customer might be, where is your customer, how can you allow that customer base to grow, and being able to understand data is going to be key for you. So looking at what we've been able to do with EBV over the years, you know, I love that 92% EBV graduates use the EBV Technical Assistance Program, which is huge. And then when you look at 72% have actually gone on and started their businesses. When I look at that number, to me, that's just amazing to see that the program is truly assisting folks, is taking that leap of faith sometime to start their businesses and really venture out. These are, when you look at below EBV Accelerate, that's a program that hopefully I'll reach here soon. I just launched my business about 3 months ago, but definitely look forward to it growing over the next 3 years and be a part of EBV Accelerate to help my business grow. And then our regular EBV program, and then we have our EBV for Families programs, which is a great opportunity for our family members that have an idea or a business that they want to bring to life or grow. Now, as I move down the page, this is the one thing that I always smile about. Since transitioning out of the military, I worked for the University of Texas system. I worked for Webster University, and now I'm working for Syracuse University. So higher ed is my calling, and I love higher ed. But when you look at the EBV consortium that we have, it's truly amazing to see these unique universities that we have that we're able to use for our EBV. And you see right there, the Texas A&M Mays School of Business, or Mays Business School, is definitely an amazing place to be. And you know, definitely hope that this is a place that you guys want to end up. So I'm going to go right here to the EBV program where it says learn more and apply now. So if this is something that where you want to take that next step, you'll definitely go right there to the learn more and apply now piece. So it'll start giving you a little overview of the program, and it'll start letting you apply for the program. And right here you'll see the dates for Texas A&M. Phase 1 will start on June the 15th through July the 3rd. And that's the online piece, as I indicated earlier. And then phase 2 will be July 18th through the 25th. Little secret about that July date, we're going to invite all of our alumni from EBVs over the past. Well, we were EBV number 12. We were the 12th man, essentially. but we're going to invite EBVers alumni from the past to be there to welcome you all. So hopefully, Lord willing, with things going the way that they're going in the country, hopefully that we're able to make that. But that's definitely going to be an amazing opportunity to meet you guys and to get your career started off in the right way as entrepreneurs at Texas A&M University. So where I want to go now, I'm going to go back just so you guys can see the Texas A&M site that we have. So go right here to Maze, and then it'll pop up. So let me talk a little bit about this amazing Texas A&M EBV staff. You see Director Blake Petty, Dr. Lester, he's semi-retired up in Canyon Lake right now, but he still comes around. And then Shayna Spencer, the program manager, who is amazing and phenomenal all at the same time. I say this about these individuals because from the moment that I submitted my application, Shayna reached out to me, and it wasn't just a generic email. It was truly with traditional Texas A&M howdy, as you guys are going to learn once you go to Texas A&M. But Shayna reached out, made sure that I was all set, ready to go, and just stayed in constant contact with me throughout my time of even when I got to College Station. Once we made it to the hotel, they were there at the hotel to welcome us. We had a welcome dinner that evening, but it was just so amazing to see these folks. And I would tell you, one of the great things for the first night, we had the pitch. So if any of you guys have ever seen Shark Tank, get ready, because you will perfect your pitch to your company before that 9-day period is over. The first night we had the pitch in front of all the funders that we have and all of our mentors. And it was a little bit nerve-wracking, I'm not gonna lie, because you wanted to hit a home run, right? It wasn't like you were gonna get a deal or anything like on Shark Tank, but you knew that you were in the center of greatness with all those mentors and our funders right there, really spending their time that evening for you. So again, before you leave A&M, you will perfect your pitch. But Blake, Shayna, and Dr. Lester, they did an amazing job. Again, and it was just a great opportunity for us to be able to look at their leadership and see how great they were with all of us. So I want to take you guys to the McFerrin Center for Entrepreneurship, which is the EBV website for Texas A&M. So we spend a lot of time at McFerrin in its Aggie startup land, where there are multiple startups that have been born out of McFerrin, and I'm loading right now, and it's still loading, so I apologize for that. Okay, it's not popping up, but let me see here really quick. I apologize for the little technical difficulties, but if not, we'll definitely push through. But just wanted to show you guys a little bit about Maze and how Maze is made up at Texas A&M, but doesn't look like we're going to be getting through there. Little technical difficulties there, but that's okay. So we'll stick on this page. We'll stay on this page for now, and let me try one more thing. Maybe this will do it. Let me see. Nope, same. Okay, all right, can't get to Maze, that's okay. All right, so we'll stay right here and on the staff page. So before I open the floor to some questions, hopefully we can have some questions, but one of the things I wanted to let you guys know about my experience, and I wrote down 3 things. So the first thing that I wrote down was McFerrin. And I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing now and come back to you guys. All right. So the first thing that I wrote down was McFerrin. And, the real reason that I wanted you guys to understand McFerrin was that it was born to create entrepreneurs at Texas A&M. And they have a unique wall that allows you to see all of the folks that have came through that have started businesses at McFerrin. So it's an incubator hub, and it's grinding every day on campus, and just gives a unique opportunity for folks that are looking to start their businesses to be around those like-minded individuals. And then I number two was mentors. I would tell you the mentors, again, they sacrifice their time. Sometimes we stayed at McFerrin until 10 o'clock at night, whether it's working on our business plans or working on how we're going to scale our business, or some people were working on their ideation. But we had mentors that were dedicated there, staying with us. And then post EVV, you get these mentors at no cost for a year. And that's huge, because some of these folks do consulting in their own worlds and their own organizations and charge thousands of dollars just for a couple of hours of consulting, when you can get that at no cost. 2 nights ago, I got consulting from Steve Tinkle. Steve Tinkle owns multiple businesses. He was one of our mentors. And out of the blue on Facebook, he said, hey, with everything going on with the COVID-19, I know some businesses are probably anxious, struggling. I want to offer my time. And of course, I jumped on it very quickly. But, how cool is that to have one of your mentors just reach out and give that opportunity for consulting? And I tell you, we spent an hour on the phone, and I got like 4 pages of notes that I wasn't even thinking about with the growth and scalability of my business. So, the mentors were very key, and they truly care about you. And third and lastly, the community. The community at Texas A&M was so amazing. I would tell you, the community really embraced us. They embraced every class. It's a college community. It's College Station. And when you leave Texas A&M, you're gonna feel as if you're part of the Aggie family, and they will tell you you are part of the 12th man. You are the Aggie family. Till this day, I still wear my Texas A&M bracelet on a daily basis, and I'm an Auburn grad, so go figure, right? That's really hard sometimes. But one of the other things, I love showing a little hardware. So we were able to go to the Corps Cadets, if you guys are familiar with the Corps Cadets at A&M. So we spent the night with the Corps Cadets and spoke with them. Of course, we had to do our pitch again in front of the Corps, which was pretty cool. And this is our EVV challenge coin. So they gave you some really good hardware. And then on the night that we graduated, Congressman Flores came. I was able to sit at the table with Congressman Flores and his wife and a few other folks. And then I think the sweetest one of all, and I keep it in this box right here. As you guys see, it says 41. If you know what 41 is, that's President H.W. Bush. His presidential library is on the Texas A&M campus, and we were able to go visit through there. And I even got an idea for my company, Crazy Socks, when I saw his display of Crazy Socks. And but we were able to get this challenge coin, and it was just amazing to see, amazing to be a part of the Ag family. And I would tell you, if you guys have any other veterans that are interested in this program, we are recording this. Yeah, I would let you guys know. Please share it with them. Let them know that this is a great opportunity. And I'm available on LinkedIn, so you can chat with me on LinkedIn. You can chat with me through email. Elvis will share that with you guys. But give me a call, anything. So I'll be more than happy to take any questions for you and work with you if this is something that you guys want to do. Again, I had an amazing time at Texas A&M. Very life-changing. I was able to launch my business, and go figure, I had the full support of my own organization, IVMF, and launching my business. So definitely had a great opportunity to do that. It's in a growth phase. And I still have folks that I work with at Texas A&M that's helping me grow my business, hopefully to a multi-million-dollar company one day. So that's about it for me. I've talked a lot. The last thing I would say, and I truly believe this is the most important thing, is when you guys go through this journey, we have some amazing people at IVMF like Linda that will help you guys through this journey. And I will tell you, from when I first started IVMF and advising was in its infancy stage, and now advising is in this huge space that have these amazing people. Linda is a diamond. So if you guys are able to get to work with her, you're truly blessed to work with her because she definitely gives you guys that high touch when it comes to anything and everything veterans and military families. So, and that's what we aim for each and every day at Syracuse University at the Institute for Veterans and the Military Family to ensure that folks that have served their country are able to thrive post-military service. So for you guys at home, thank you so much for your service. If you do have any questions, please type them in the chat box and I'll be happy to answer. Yeah. Okay, so I see, let me see. I think I just saw one from Craig.
Thank you, Anthony. We have a Greg asked question. As you mentioned, higher education as a background, can you speak on what your transition was like from the Navy to entrepreneurship? Were you an educator as well? There are many paths to go into as we transition out to the military. I'm interested in learning what brought you to this point.
Sure, Craig. So for me, when I transitioned out, I had a very big position in the Navy. And when I transitioned out, I knew I wanted to do something in higher education. So, for me, my background I was prior enlisted and I went through a commissioning program and became an officer. And I knew that, with my educational background, I wanted to transition and do something in higher education. But I will tell you, the entrepreneurship bug bit me that day that I saw that 60 Minutes and saw Dr. Haney talking about entrepreneurship and how veterans were born to be entrepreneurs, especially post-military service, using all of our abilities that we were able to while we were in the service. So my transition was a little rocky, but I will tell you the work that we've been able to do with IVMF over the last 4 or 5 years, I've seen so many folks transition beautifully. And whether you want to be an entrepreneur or whether you're looking to go in private sector or go into higher ed, that's what we do at IVMF. We help ensure that you're able to transition with excellence. So regardless what path you want to go, use us to address any of those type of things that you want, and we'll be there for you. Thanks so much for the question, Craig. Great question. And follow up with me if you like. I'll be more than happy to talk offline with you.
Thank you, Anthony. And for the rest of you guys, if you have any questions, you can type it in the chat box, or you can unmute your microphone and ask Anthony straight out. But since we'll give a few seconds for everybody to get their thoughts together. I have a question for you guys, Anthony and Linda. Can you touch up a little bit more about the application process, like eligibility requirements and how can these individuals prepare before they apply for the ABB program?
Yeah, so you can apply right through the website, and really the only things that we would recommend that you have ready for when you begin the application, we do ask for one letter of recommendation. It just can't be from a family member, but anyone who can speak to why you would be a good candidate for ABV. And we do ask for your resume and your DD-214 member 4 and your disability rating. So it's just easier to have those with you so that you don't have to leave the application and come back.
Thank you, Linda. And also speaking on post 9/11 eligibility, I know some schools, PBV consortium schools, actually waive that off even if you just separated like before 9/11. Is that true?
Correct. So we definitely still encourage you to go ahead and apply. We do have universities who have flexibility as far as post 9/11 and disability ratings. So please go ahead and still fill out your application. Once your application is complete, we'll send you a pretty detailed email with your next steps, and it then goes to that university for their review, and then they contact you for a phone interview.
Thank you, Linda. And guys out there, if you have any questions, you can unmute your microphones and ask Linda or Anthony, or you can type it in the chat box. If you don't have any questions, this will be it. I would just ask for Linda and Anthony to share any last tips, advice for our, upcoming EBV future program participants.
Sure. Over to you, Linda.
So I would just say, if you are interested in participating or being considered for this year's programs, we're definitely in the heart of accepting applications right now, and they're going to want to begin interviewing probably early next month. So please, we encourage you to get the application in. Even if you want it held for the 2021 program, we're happy to do that. But if you are interested, I would encourage you to get the application in. We're keeping close eyes on everything that's going on in the world, and of course, and anything that will have to be adjusted will be adjusted. But they're still wanting to move ahead with reviewing applications and scheduling interviews.
Thanks so much, Linda. And I guess I would say, hey, this is a great time to be an entrepreneur. If this is something that you have an ideation about, or something that you've already started it's something that you've already started and want to grow it, it's a great opportunity to truly become a part of something so great as Entrepreneurship Bootcamp for Veterans. Not only will you be alumni of Texas A&M University, but you'll also be an alumni of EBV and IVMF. And with that, you have that post. We have our arsenal, as Linda alluded to earlier when she first came on. But we have our arsenal, which is jam-packed full of programs to help your business grow. And look at our site and check it out and see all those amazing things that we have, whether it's Center for Veteran-Owned Businesses. It's just a great opportunity to take advantage of something that's no cost to you, that can truly propel you and your family lives to heights that you probably never thought of. And in turn, hopefully, one of the things that we always say at Texas A&M is that,
I guess Anthony got a little cut off there, but like Anthony and Linda say, definitely if you do have a business idea, or you would like to explore any of the business ideas, or if you're already in business, definitely take consideration and apply for our ABB program, which is at no cost. That way you can check out the feasibility of your business and see if that would work. Like we showed statistics, 70% of all our program graduates end up starting a business, and I believe our overall average annual growth are about 200 million of revenues that our graduates make each year. So nobody else has any questions. I just want to remind everybody that this session is being recorded, and we will send the recorded link later today with the survey. So make sure you definitely fill out the survey, let us know how we did, and also you can always reach out to us for any other questions you may have about the program. Yes, Julie asked if this can be viewed later. Definitely, Julie, and definitely if you do have any questions while you watch this later, please let us know. You can reach out to us either through IVMF education at svr.edu, or reach out straight to Linda, or like if you go on our IVMF website and like just go onto the team, then you can reach out to anybody and we'll definitely point you in the right direction. Thank you all so much, and just make sure we do have another webinar coming up on March 26th, and it's regards to franchise businesses. So if you're interested in starting a franchise business, we're going to be discussing franchise closure documents and what you should have. So join us on March 26th. Thank you all very much, and see you all next time.